Hello there. Hi, it's me, Scott. I almost opened my mouth and started singing a song by the Frogs, but maybe it's not appropriate to sing. I don't know how the Frogs are remembered by history. I remember them fondly, for the most part. I was going to sing, I've got drugs that would blow your mind tonight. Out of my mind tonight. Out of my mind. Sorry, I was just checking that my stream was working and I had backup singing with myself. Interesting. In order to see, I did add, just because everybody's doing it now, all the kids are doing it, the goals thing. Just added the goals thing. I didn't add the overlay because I'm not doing that. I was gonna do Terrier's puzzle, but Terrier's streaming right now. What do you know about that? Kyle! I'm sorry. It's not Sudoku. It's not Sudoku, it's Heat. Because some people like Heat, and some people use it, I think. How's it going, buddy? Okay, Heat 3.0. Here's the new feature list. Are you ready for the new hot features in Heat 3.0? One is it won't be broken. That's the main feature I'm shooting for. I'm sure I will break it in new ways, but all of the limitations of dog will be gone, I think. I think we'll remove the dog limitations. It will also have analytics that will help me like understand who's using it and what channels are using it and whatnot. We'll also have like better ways for me to like manage the users, manage the connections, I hope. And it should perform better and support more simultaneous users without getting bogged down if like one channel is, you know, if one really big channel uses it right now, it can bog down the whole system. So that's the goal. And mainly it's just because I hate dog. I hate this Cloudflare library that Heat currently relies on that causes me hardship. And I want it out of my life. Let's switch over here. Kyle, how do you feel about the Sudoku streams? Should I go full-time Sudoku streamer? People seem to like those. And by people, I mean 4 people, but hey. Four people do seem to like those streams. I haven't even looked to see if like, are people on YouTube watching those more or less? There's some, I don't understand the people that watch. I post all these to YouTube just because that's just what I am. It's Sudoku enjoyers, Sudoku enthusiasts, Sudoku aficionados. I don't understand. Apparently, though, well, actually, there's some views. There's some views of my Sudoku streams, shockingly. Not the ones I would expect. I don't understand the internet, Kyle, is the problem. Here's the main problem is I don't have really like clickbaity thumbnails on YouTube. So we need to get some AI thumbnails going. For sure. Okay, so what do we actually need to do? So also I wanted to, it'll have like a thing that, I could add cats. That's true. Should I like be a cat VTuber? Like a cat boy VTuber? Or just a real life cat boy? I have a sad thing. It's a sad day when you have to admit to yourself that you might be too old to be a cat boy. Do you think I'm too old to be a cat boy? Like an elder cat boy? Would you call it, would that be, okay, second question. If I'm out of range for cat boy, do you think there's room for like a cat daddy? Cat daddy? What am I thinking of? Stray daddy. It's from Stray Cat Strut. They call him a stray daddy. Right? Wow, stray daddy. I slink down the alley looking for a fight, howling at the moonlight on a hot summer's night, singing the blues while the lady cats cry. Wow, stray daddy, you're a real gone guy. So I think I'm gonna go with maybe Stray Daddy. Or is that weird because that game Stray just came out? So okay, we'll go with Cat Daddy. And that's making me think of, what was it, the Crisscross song Jump, when they say, I'm the miggity, 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 miggity Mac Daddy? But it would be more like the Miggity, 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 miggity cat daddy. Wait, okay. Suddenly this is taking me hard back to the late 80s, early 90s, because that's making me think of, what was his name? DJ Scat Cat or DJ Cool Cat? DJ Scat Cat, I think. I'm sorry. MC Scat Cat, who has his own Wikipedia page. Years active, such a short. Seems like MC Scat Cat only had a 2-year run. Rendered Senseless, how's it going? We're rebanning the channel. I'm gonna be a Catboy VTuber, except I'm not gonna be a VTuber, it's just gonna be me. And also, I'm too old to be a Catboy, so I'm going to be a Cat Daddy. And so I'm just looking for some inspiration, like MC Scat Cat from the Paula Abdul hit song Opposites Attract. They seemed terrible for each other. I mean, I guess it's the whole point of the song, but I don't know. They didn't really seem like a fit. They did say when we get together, it just all works out. You know, like she don't like cigarettes. He likes to smoke. She likes the quiet. He likes to shout. But when they get together, it just all works out. I take 2 steps forward. I take 2 steps back. We come together like I think it's been a while. Anyway, okay. If I search for Cat Daddy on the internet in quotation marks, and am I going to be upset? Do you think Cat Daddy's one word or two? Cat Daddy, one word. Cat Daddy Spiced Moonshine. So it's a brand of moonshine. It also is a song by the Rejects. Cat Daddy official Instagram. This is less problematic than I was expecting, actually. I mean, it's just a person with, I mean, it's just people with cats. So it seems relatively unproblematic. My goal would be to make it problematic, because I would be the cat and the daddy. Okay. Do you think, here's another question, just in terms of like driving engagement. I feel like my voice is not really right for broadcast, right? I think my voice, I don't think I have a great broadcast voice. It's practiced. I've practiced it, but should I just use a fake voice? Two options. Totally artificial voice. I fake it. It's an act. Do you think it's an AI voice? You don't think I can do it? You know, I have a background in the performing arts. I have not done it for some time. It's been a long time since I've been on a stage, but I do have a performing arts background, and I think you know, we could get into. Here's what I'm asking, I guess. I've been streaming for years as me, and that's gotten me nowhere. And so I think it's time to have a persona. And I'm not really into a VTuber, so I think I need like an alternate persona that I step into when I turn on the camera. Like what's his name? Dr. Disrespect. What is that guy's name? You know that guy. It's a persona. It's a character. So I could play a Ice Poseidon. Yes, that's how's it going. Life is yours. I would be a character. I mean, I feel like I think I have a handlebar mustache in the making here. Like, this was I think I mentioned this recently, that when growing up, you can see there's a little gap here. Growing up, I had like, my mustache didn't actually connect to my beard. There was a little gap. And so I could never have a handlebar mustache, which was upsetting because I'm from Texas, and it's an expectation that you can have a handlebar mustache. And it was really only relatively, kind of in relatively recent years that I was able to kind of make the connection down here. So I could just, I'd look younger. We could cut off all the gray hair, get rid of the gray hair, keep the handlebar mustache, and then I could really lean into my Texas accent. What do you mean it didn't work for you? You're the best thing that's ever happened to Twitch. Second best thing. First best thing is Life is Yours. Just to have Life is Yours around is a privilege. I wouldn't be. I think if were it not for Draklyn and Life is Yours, I wouldn't be streaming today. Because they were the first ones that actually watched my streams with any regularity starting in 2018, I think. You are the best. I'm not even kidding. You're the best. I think you're great. I'm very grateful. Truly, not even joking. I'm so grateful for the people that stick around and stop. It's embarrassing that I've been streaming for 5 years. My main problem is this is going to happen soon, unfortunately. I'll have periods of my life where I have a lot of time and space to stream, and then I'll get a bunch of jobs or projects or whatever, and I won't be able to stream. And I have jobs coming up soon, starting March 20. I mean, I get it. Yeah, but I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I got a lot of my social interaction when I was a kid on like BBS systems and IRC, and like, I know, Ben. I know. I don't want to. I mean, I need to because I really haven't had a substantial job in like 4 or 5 months. So I need to take this job. Phil Powers, was I sysop? Briefly. I mean, it's one of those things that like I thought it was cool, so I had a BBS, but it's like I didn't have a dedicated phone line for it or whatever. So it was yes, I was a sysop. I even tried this crazy thing. It was I don't know, that period of like bulletin board systems transitioning into internet was weird. And my first access to the internet, because I didn't go to college in that era, there was some bulletin board system that I used, and it was such a weird thing. It basically was a BBS system that you would dial into that then had some sort of like gateway into the internet, but it was expensive. You had to like pay. You had to pay to use it, and so. But that was the first time that I even had a taste of the internet. Were some of these ways that other bulletin board systems had internet access, and you could like access whatever, Usenet through the BBS or whatever. You think I could live for $2 a day in Bali? I know a song about Bali. Not really. I know a song from the hit musical South Pacific called Bali High. Phil, that's man. I haven't even thought of the phrase T1 for so long. Like, what a big deal that was. Because there was not a lot of middle ground, right? There was not very much middle ground between like, all right, I got this 57.6 modem, and then there is a vast gulf, and then at the other end is like a T1 line. I guess DSL was maybe popping up in that era, but it was kind of nuts. There was just no, and like, basically, if you had fast internet access, it was because you went to college early on. Man, T1, what a funny thing to think about. I remember, like, you just triggered some core memory of me, like, thinking about, like, what about a T1 at home? And what a big deal it was to get a cable modem and not have to type the phone line. Oh my gosh, incredible. I don't remember the cable modem speeds at the time. T3 though. Why was there no T2? Was it out of respect for the film franchise? Was there a T2? I only ever remember T1 and T3. But that's what it would be like, the local dial-up like the local, once you could get local dial-up, like ARNet. I grew up in Amarillo, Texas with Amarillo Regional Internet Provider, ARNet. And I think they had a T3. And you would dial into their bank of modems. And what a weird era that was. Like it was like mom and pop ISPs, basically, before AOL just took over everything. Binary, how's it going? Wait, that worked? You could, I'm not remembering that. You could have, call waiting didn't make you drop the connection? I can't actually remember that. I did eventually get a dedicated phone line that was primarily for dial-up. That kind of rings a bell, actually. Oh my gosh, remember like the era of modem and knit strings and that black magic? Oh, that's cool. I don't think I had that capability. You may not have had call waiting. Yeah, it was 57.6, I believe, was the typical number. I remember getting my first modem. I mean, the first modem I think my dad got was like a 300 baud modem, and then I had a 14.4, I think, in my first computer. It was a really big deal to get the 28.8. It was a really big deal to get the 57.6, and then it was this continual like tuning to try to get, especially in the modem and knit string, to like get the absolute maximum performance that you could from your 57.6. I think my like most perfectly tuned setup, I could download a megabyte in only 7 minutes, which was a huge deal. And that was right when MP3s were starting to happen, right? So you could be like, all right, this is awesome. MP3 is about a meg a minute, so 3-minute songs. That means in only 20 to 25 minutes, I could download a song. Incredible. It's also the weird era of real media. I did briefly try to have a I made a little radio station for my friends to listen to. Did not work well. I still have some MP3s from that era. Napster at a meg a minute, man. That's what an insane. It's so strange to look back on like Napster, like, and that the music industry's entire solution was not, oh, hey, people seem to really like digital music, we should move in that direction. Was, let's do everything we can to squash Napster, because obviously people have to buy CDs. We have to destroy Napster instead of recognizing it is the future of me. And it was, I don't think Apple gets credit for that. I've said this before, but Apple was the first of the first major company to be like, oh, wait a second. What if we just gave people what they want and let them have digital music? And that was so tied to the iPod and all of that stuff too. So it makes sense, but it's kind of, I feel like Apple doesn't get enough credit when the entire music industry's strategy was like, let's just pretend this didn't happen. Computers, I don't understand these. Let's not do that. Oh, hey everybody, what's going on? Are we all? Is it Friday, so no one's working? You got Twitch time on Friday? Steve, wait, is Stephen Apple? Is that Tim Apple's dad? So Stephen Apple founded the company, and then Tim Apple inherited the business? Is that... Sounds like nepotism to me. Okay. I don't know. I didn't know Tim Apple was a nepo baby. Is that a valid thing? Is that part of like the Bernie Sanders 4-day work week bill? Is also, in addition, that when I'm live, the boss lets you go? Do you remember, I mean, whatever, what a comeback story, Apple. Do you remember Apple of the mid-90s when the Pepsi guy was there and they ousted Steve Jobs, and the Pepsi guy's solution was like, well, it really works for IBM to have clones, so we should have Mac clones. I feel like that's kind of a forgotten era. of when you could buy a Mac clone. Wait, body doubling? Wait, what am I doing? Remote doubling? I don't even know. I don't know what you're correcting. What is the actual question here? Body doubling. Wait, is that when I like hire a body double? Could a body double help increase your productivity? Oh, I see. But I have, actually, I have my friend who's visiting right now. He's one of the most amazing people that I know, Alexis Hope. Alexis Hope, who has a doctorate from MIT, talented musician, amazing at everything she does. She's one of those people that hurts your feelings to be their friend because they're so amazing. You have friends like that where it's like, oh man, now you wait. In addition to already being amazing in 15 other ways, now you have this album coming out. Like it's hard. It's hard to have talented friends sometimes. Actually, I'm so proud of her. She's super amazing, and she's visiting right now. Right now, she's at a photo shoot at Powell Butte, and she has a startup that is to address that very thing. And the idea is that you like basically have a stand-up, almost like a normal company stand-up call would be in the morning, but it's not with your coworkers. It's with just the other people that use this service. And so you have like some FaceTime and accountability in the morning that, coworkers that don't have stand-ups, remote workers that don't have video stand-ups don't get. And it seems to be going well, and they're working on getting funding. And so I don't know. I'm interested in it. You are all my body doubles. How does this work though? How does it work if your double is Life Is Yours, whose sole mission in the universe is to distract me though? What does that mean? Ben, I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about your role playing. I mean, I appreciate it. It's good. The distractions it's a welcome diversion. Except when I'm playing Sudoku and I'm like 4 hours into a puzzle and the person who set the puzzle is in the channel, and I feel more self-conscious perhaps than I ever have in my entire life. That was a good puzzle. Shouldn't have taken 4 hours. Everybody was very encouraging. That's what we do, have to get the golf clap button set up so I can have the golf clap for when I manage to do something in 4 hours that should have taken 1. I don't know how suddenly I have like two, or have suddenly cultivated like a tiny sort of creative technology community, and then suddenly a tiny Sudoku community. How do I put these together? I'll tell you how with this. Ben, I built this for you for your role playing, because I know I was thinking about what you needed for tabletop, what's missing from your tabletop campaigns, and it's a tiny disco floor, I think, is actually the thing that you're hurting for. I think with a small disco floor that is MIDI controlled. Oh, I broke this. I'm tickled by this thing. Nobody else seems to care about it, but I think it's fun and cool, both. I've lost the USB-C cable. Oh, it's because I managed to blow up the USB-C port on this computer, and so now I have this fun thing, which is a tiny USB cable plugged into a keyboard extension. Because technology is really cool. Why would you say that? Did I blow up that port as well? Okay, yeah, so now we can do the tiny disco floor for Ben's tabletop campaigns, because I know that's a thing that comes up pretty often. I know. Actually, I hope you don't mind, Ben. I actually did take the liberty of making a miniature of your monk character because even though you never told me about your monk character, I just knew, and I had this miniature made of your character to put on the disco floor. Let's see. You can tell it's a monk because, he kind of has his hand in sort of like a little karate chop configuration, just ready to like chop some kobolds in half. What are we fighting? What is your monk fight on a typical day? Is it a kobold? Have you encountered any kobolds?
Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up.
I hate those kobolds. But the light stayed on. I didn't really expect that to happen. There's just like, well, I don't want to show you over there. It's a mess over there. It's a mess back here too, but it's also a mess over there. And I want to keep it to kind of one mess, if we possibly can. Okay, so the thing I want to do, I have a very modest goal today. See, that's no good. Okay. I actually think it would be insane, and I don't know how you'd really do it, but I think it would be kind of fun to make like a Necrodancer tabletop game. I do love Crypt of the Necrodancer. Somebody's probably played it with the DDR pad. The game is so good. It's so hard. Should I just play Necrodancer right now instead of working? I've made it to the, I think, almost final boss. Okay, what are we doing? I think what I want to try to do, and here's the goal for today. I want to try to deploy this to a staging server without breaking Heat live, without breaking the live version of Heat. Can I do that? 3.0 is a bit more about what's being removed. Like, I'm removing that broken Cloudflare library, and I'm adding two things. One is like removing a dependency that is really making my life difficult by continually causing Heat to break. Even though I have a band-aid on it that seems to be working, it's not robust. And the architecture of it's crazy, and it takes a bunch of extra requests to do anything. And so the two main things are, it will remove that dependency and come up with and use my idea of a good architecture, which may not actually be good at all, but at least it will be my bad architecture instead of somebody else's. And everybody knows that your own bad architecture is better than somebody else's bad architecture, because at least then, I don't know. It's like if you have you have a kid and the kid's bad. It's like, well, it's still your kid. It's somehow like that. The main thing in terms of features is that the incoming clicks currently, and this is crazy, but it's just was kind of like the most straightforward way to build it given the old limitations. Every click that comes in has to come in to the like main sort of gateway node, and then that same request comes through the gateway, and then the request finds a replica, and then in that time sends the packet to the WebSocket connection. So there's like this like strange thread that goes all the way through from the client to the broadcaster directly. And it's like, it's potentially blocking while that's happening. And then also that replica node down here has to talk to all the other replicas. So there's a unreasonable amount of computation that happens every time somebody clicks. And fortunately, it's generally pretty fast, but once you get to a certain volume, even though I have load balancing for kind of like width, so I can support lots of connected broadcasters, there still is this tiny, like, this narrowing of the pipe essentially, where everything has to go through this gateway. And so the new strategy, and this is using the new queues feature that is available from Cloudflare, but is in beta and is not out, and who knows when it will be, so that instead, in this architecture, as clicks come in, individual clicks come in, they are verified at that point. So we do all the stupid web crypto stuff that is a nightmare just to verify that it's real. We do cooldowns, like we do all the work to make sure that it is a valid thing. And any number of these, there's room for concurrency here, or there's room for like these requests can be handled simultaneously, and then they're sent to a queue, and then it's done instantly. So in other words, it's not like you send the click out and then this Rube Goldberg machine does something and then eventually you get back a HTTP okay, like a 200 status. In this case, you just, if your click is valid, I take it off your hands and then you're done and that connection is finished. And then totally decoupled from that, there is a system for processing these queues, and it can do them in batches. So I can batch process clicks now and broadcast them in batches, which is very good. It still doesn't do the thing exactly that I want, which I talked to Cloudflare on their Discord, and they acknowledge that it's a reasonable idea. It doesn't mean they're going to do it. But that pub sub, that I would be able to publish here, and just have all of the individual kind of nodes. Nodes meaning kind of my like little load balance topology. So without having to explicitly send to them, because now I have to like loop through and maintain all of that. And so there is still a little bit of a bottleneck here, because unfortunately the way durable objects work, I need like persistent in-memory information that only a durable object can provide. So as these requests come in, I do have to check the durable object both for, well, actually in this case, I only have to check it because it's where I'm handling cooldowns. But I think it's worth that extra cost, because that is a point that we're filtering out clicks, and we want to filter out clicks as soon as possible if somebody's clicking too rapidly or their clicks are invalid because they're, trying to abuse the system. So I'm not crazy about this. I wish there was a better way, but I don't think there's a better way, unfortunately. Maybe I'll come up with a better way. Like in this case, for the cooldowns, for example, you could probably have those be kind of regional, like assuming that people's clicks will come into the same region. So in other words, I could have some number of gateway objects like for different parts of the world, and I could probably reasonably assume that in terms of cooldowns, it's going to be fine unless somebody's like, I don't know what they're doing, trying to VPN to the other side of the world to get around their cooldown or something. But then they would get a cooldown over there. So anyway, so I think it will be much more robust and much more scalable for when we have these crazy traffic spikes, because he has had these kind of ludicrous spikes lately that mean seemed to mean that some big channel is using it sometimes. I just don't know who that is because I don't have analytics. But another thing that will be in Heat 3.0 is analytics. And Binary, I don't know if you've looked at the worker analytics stuff. It's cool, but I'm a little scared of it because of the way they're planning to do pricing. It makes sense, but they're basically going to charge not by requests or amount storage or whatever, because of the way it's a little hard to explain, because they have this sampling system basically that if too much data comes in, they immediately sample it down into like a time window automatically. But it comes down to that they're going to charge per index in the table per index. And it might be like $1 per index. So you know, if 100 different channels are using heat and I'm doing individual indices, that would be $100 a month just for that. But I need to like learn a little more about it because I think you actually don't have to have indices, which is weird, but I think that's true. I think you can, if you don't have indices, it will definitely sample the data, but I don't think I care, you know, because I think like I only care about clicks over, I don't care about individual clicks. I care about were there 1,000 clicks in an hour or whatever. So the production server, so in the last 24 hours, 1.14 million requests. Now, I do need to qualify this because I have said something incorrect on stream, and I didn't realize this until yesterday, that these are not individual clicks because of what I was describing earlier about, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. One, Amazon always has like an options request to see, like it hits the server to see what the server accepts. So some percentage of these are that. The thing I'm not clear on though is if these requests include that moment that I talked about, one durable object talking to another. I don't know if they do, because if you look down here, you can see the durable object requests and they seem much lower. It could also be that a ton of these are getting filtered out because you can like these don't sum quite to 1 million. So a lot of clicks seem to be getting filtered. Oh no, those would be sub requests actually. So I think these are like requests, like top level requests, but you have to imagine that a pretty large percent of them, especially on a busy stream, are probably getting, or they're probably like cooldown. They're probably coming in too fast and they're just getting rejected as cooldown. They're not errors. They're just whatever that message is. The channel information available to Cloudflare. So they one of their new beta APIs is worker analytics. So I use it to do this. When I remade Mission Control because I was so angry at Google Analytics, I'm using Cloudflare worker analytics where you can have whatever arbitrary analytics you want, which is pretty cool. And you know, Binary, when we talked about it, I think when we talked about it before, or I can't remember, I think you were part of this conversation, is like, I mean, okay, maybe it wasn't you, but the idea is like, well, what is the point of this? How is this different from logging? Like, because it really is just letting you have whatever arbitrary data set you want. And it basically is very SQL-esque. Oh, it's really weird the way they do it though, where there's like a finite number of blobs, doubles, and indices, and that's what you can actually put. But the trick is, and actually the value that they add here, I think, is their behind the scenes sampling algorithm. So another service, if I was storing individually storing 1 million clicks a day, or whatever that turns to be, 30 million clicks a month, 365 million clicks a year, and I was storing those as individual records, that would not be cheap. I don't think anybody would let me do that without paying for that service. It might not be crazy expensive, but I would definitely be paying for that. In this case, they have this smart sampling system that once you cross a threshold of volume, it will automatically just start sampling the values at a sane rate, kind of at a resolution that makes sense for the data that you have. So in other words, like, it will recognize like, okay, you're getting millions of clicks. Do you actually care about 1 million individual clicks? Or do you really just care about like how many clicks one channel got in 24 hours? And then that's just one entry in the database. So I think that the value that they seem to add is this interesting sampling thing. The thing I'm worried about though is like, I don't know exactly what that means in terms of channels, right? Like, does that mean I have to have an index per channel? Or is it possible that I just don't know. You know, and I don't think they know even. I've seen discussion on it on the Discord. So life is yours. You're asking how I manage all of these things. You've seen how I manage them all poorly. Nothing because that is one of the things about having all of these projects is none of them work very well. But they kind of work. They're kind of okay. Heat seems to work. I've definitely like it seemed like yesterday there was an issue. Well, yeah, you're using Firebase. There's your problem. Can you log can you log the contents of the list? Are you able to receive the contents of the list? Yeah. Wait, I thought you loved, aren't you just using Flutter? I thought you loved Flutter. Okay, Ben, everybody, let me just say the most inspiring words I've heard this year were from none other than Draklin. And Draklin said, when I asked what he wanted to do this year, what his goals were, it was something like he just wants to have something that he just adds value to over time. There's just a project, it's a long running project, and he's just going to add value to it over time. And I've really thought about that in terms of like my friends that I really admire have been able to do that. Whatever that project is, it's their home, it's their family, it's their small business, whatever, is they've had their thing and they have stuck with that thing and added value for so long. That is so counter to the way I do things because I just am always moving through a million projects. But if I had to pick the thing that I've been trying to add value to, one would be like I've been working on my portfolio for 20 years and trying to maintain those projects and keep them going. Like that's a thing. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to anybody but me, but that's a thing that I've maintained. But I am, I'm also trying, I'm thinking about trying to think of this channel that way of like, okay, we've got a little community of people that hang out, which is amazing. And I'm so grateful for. People seem to like heat. And so like maybe trying to add more value to here would be a reasonable thing. I mean, I didn't, your idea of value could be destruction. Like you could go buy a huge, like some giant stone building every day, and just every day you just like scratch it with a penny, and over enough time, you'll damage all of your pennies. I don't think you'll hurt the building, but you will damage the pennies for sure. Yeah, so Phil, that's actually a problem because this is an open question that continues to confound me. Like the definition of using heat is a complicated one because there's really 4 aspects to it. One of them is, are you connected to the back end? And I can tell you yes or no. That's a yes or no question. Are you connected to the back end? Do you have something on the front end connected to the back end? Unfortunately, OBS keeps, by default, OBS seems to keep WebSocket connections open for disabled browser sources. So that's for me, that's a bummer. I think it's by design, but it means that if someone turns off the browser source, to me, they're still connected. But that's metric number 1. Are you connected to the backend? Metric number 2 is, do you actually have the heat extension installed? And frustratingly, those are two different lists, and there's not 100% overlap because it is possible that you tried out heat and made a browser overlay, decided you didn't like it, turned off the browser overlay, but you're still connected to the backend, and then uninstalled heat. So you're still taking up a slot on the server, but you don't have the extension even installed. Or the opposite side is you tried the extension and then it was too hard to set up the browser source or whatever, but you didn't bother removing the extension. So you have the extension installed, but you don't necessarily, you're not even necessarily connected to the backend. Third is like, are you live or not? Because these extensions only work when you're actively streaming. So those are 3 things I can have some insight into, right? Like I can query Twitch and get the live channels that are using the extension. I can cross-reference that with the list of people that are connected. However, even with all of that being true, even if I know you're connected to the back end, I know you have the extension installed, and I know you're live, that still doesn't mean that heat is up on the screen, because you just might have a hidden browser source. Maybe it's even in another scene in OBS, that OBS is maintaining the connection, and I don't know. I can't know. And so we've had these issues. You know, in the last week, I've been trying to make it a habit of rating somebody at the end of each stream, and especially rating somebody that's using heat. But like yesterday, I think I went to 5 different streams that had heat installed, and maybe only 1 out of 5 actually at that moment had it up. Maybe they use it, you know, when they go to a face cam, maybe they only use it in certain games, but because OBS enforces that connection, it's a bummer. And you can disable that. Like OBS does give the option to say shut down source when not visible, which I turn on, but I believe that is not the default. And so I've been considering that, because one thing I do know is that OBS injects CSS. So I can know, how do I put this? I can know if I'm in, I can know if you're using my heat examples and you're using my heat library, I can know if I'm in OBS. So I'm considering trying to say, like, you know, try to make it so that the browser source will automatically disconnect itself if it strongly believes that it is not on screen. But even if I can do that, you're still going to have the cursor, because the cursor is tied to the extension, not to, that's the client side, you know, it's not actually tied to anything about whether or not it's available. So I don't know, that extremely open question that I can maybe think of solutions for, but it's not trivial. Yeah, I don't, I agree with you that it's frustrating and annoying that you're like trying to click and nothing's happening, especially because there's an inherent delay in heat. But like, for me to tell the client, any given client for any given broadcaster, that actually that there is heat enabled content on the stream is almost impossible. Unless I can come up with a way to do it, you know, with Heat.js, but not everybody uses Heat.js. So I don't know. There's some I forgot what this is called. I seem to remember there being like window.obs or something. There was some way that I was determining. For CSS, there was some way that I was determining if you were in a OBS session or not. But I don't remember how I did that. So the binary, the one middle piece I could think of is, right now there's no controls for the broadcaster. So like either heat is on or it's off. You have the extension installed or you don't have the extension installed. The one thing I was thinking of doing is, what am I looking at? Oh, we want to be in the demo, I think. It's just giving the broadcaster a really easy toggle, so they can easily toggle it without having to remove anything. Okay, it's this. It's window.obs studio. So I technically can know if I'm in OBS, but I don't think I can actually know if the browser source is visible. But it's frustrating because it can seem like heat is broken when heat's not broken. Oh my God, Ben. I wish I could tell you. Okay, so here's the issue. Oh, I'll be okay. I gotta be right back. I gotta go let Hope in. Pardon me. I'll be right back, and I'll answer that question. Stay on the edge of your seats for this answer. You're gonna love it. Okay, I know the main reason people come here is to hear me complain about everything. So Ben, let me complain. Why did the music stop? Why is the camera wrong? Why is anything? Okay, Ben asked about like monetization, basically, like tying it to bits, subscriptions, points, whatever. The answer is I think some of the third-party tools would technically let you do that. Like maybe you could do that in StreamerBot or whatever. Kages, how's it going? How are you feeling? Are you okay? So the thing I would like that would make my life so easy is if is to support like subs only mode, right? And so just let the broadcaster say like put it in subs mode, only subs can click, and that's amazing. The problem is Heat gives no way to monetize that for me. Like I have zero incentive to do that, to build that, because all that means is like it's a way for Twitch to make money because they take 50% of subs, and it's a way for the broadcaster to make money, but I don't make anything from that. And so I'm not hugely motivated to, and I get it, it's not an easy problem, but it's not an insurmountable problem. So the only ways for me to make money with Heat through Twitch directly is with bits. And so that's something we put a lot of thought into. And I think it was actually Kyle who had the idea. Maybe was it Life is Yours or was it Kyle? Or did you both have the idea together about spending bits, like instead of individual users spending bits, that you could like put a coin in the jukebox essentially and unlock bits for everybody. And so you were let go. Wait, you got fired from the hospital? So wait, Kages, they let you go home from the hospital? Are you okay? Oh, you're at your mom's? What was the diagnosis? Are you okay? Did they do blood tests and find you didn't have any blood? That's what I was worried about. Oh yeah, Ben. Sorry, he was. Yeah. It's good to be let go from the hospital. Okay, and mom's taking care of you. You're gonna have some soup. So. Yeah, I think you and Kyle were in sync on that. So anyway, I think I just have to build it. You know, I've been going like back and forth for years now on ways to monetize Heat, and I should just build some ways to monetize Heat. That the big question was how to integrate that. We actually tried it on stream and did a beta of like, or a prototype of the spend bits to unlock clicks. And in theory it worked, but the UX was terrible. I think the actual answer, which this may be weird, but I think the actual answer is a companion extension that goes down like in the extension area, and that's where you would do the management of that. So I'm building another thing that's part of the new version is it should make it a little easier for me to do that. But of course the Twitch API does not make it easy to do anything at all. No one knows what's wrong with you? I think it's vampirism. The real thing, here's the main problem with the Twitch economy, is it's all this, it's like bits and points and whatever. When what everybody really wants is the rendered senseless. What is your currency called? I forgot. What is the rendered senseless currency? Yeah, monetization before, yes. Analytics is the last step. Well, there wasn't, I mean, before the worker analytics, there wasn't like a super easy way to do it unless I mean, I could have used some totally like a third-party analytics engine. Bitcoin. Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to keep it in Twitch, like in the Twitch currency land, because I want the broadcasters to make money too. You know, I want the monetization to work for them so they have incentive to do it. Guilders? Wait, what is Guilders from? Is Final Fantasy Guilders or is it just Gil? Oh, do you mean the actual Dutch currency guilder? Sorry, not the Final Fantasy currency gil. What is the best fantasy currency? Bells is pretty good in Animal Crossing. Bells as a currency is not bad. Zenny is a good one too. Zenny is a pretty good currency. I mean, binary. So the money. Here's the avenues of support. I think one is some kind of monetization that. Here's some ways I could see it going. One is monetization totally within the confines of Twitch with bits, which is a doable thing. One of them is monetization from the broadcasters using the tool, like, you know, say like subs only mode is a thing that requires a tier, but then I have to be able to take money from broadcasters, and that sounds annoying unless I set up some crazy thing that whereby like subbing to me is how you unlock features from Heat, which would be kind of funny, but that might be a TOS violation, and also Twitch would take 50%. But it's hard to believe that like otherwise broadcasters are going to pay me money. Or it's that the actual way I have made money from Heat is like from Twitch hiring me to make Heat content, you know? So if big streamers wanted custom whatever, but the one that seems like given those, since I have very little control over big streamers or for Twitch wanting to give me money, and it seems unlikely that individual streamers would want to pay me directly. And even if they did, it would be like a handful of people paying a few dollars or something. And then I have to make all the infrastructure to manage that. The most attainable of those, I think, is the bits to unlock Heat time in a channel, I think. Oh my gosh. I mean, I had a meeting with the Twitch ad team. I've had a meeting with multiple Twitch ad teams over the year. None of them seem to know each other or know that I've talked to the other. But one of them very specifically was about toilet paper ads, about building some sort of a sponsored toilet paper Heat extension so that when a big streamer took a poop break, chat could throw toilet paper rolls or whatever. Like this is the advertising genius going on at Twitch. Oh, did they end up doing? I didn't know they did something. Did they end up doing something? Those dogs. I never heard from those people again. Actually, I did. They called me about another job, and then I told them what it would take. And they said no. Maybe I asked for too much money. But that's fine. I see. I mean, you know, Heat has some flaws for sure, but I think it also has potential. For toilet paper. I mean, maybe I could also partner with one of these other tools or platforms. Why are there vocals? Why are there vocals in the don't show vocals section? Thumbs down. I feel like I've thumbs downed this album before because of this. Uh-oh. Is Chrome doing the thing where Chrome no longer wants to function? Are we just broken here? Did I break this interface by clicking a button in the interface? How dare I? Dislike track. Okay. Windows 11 is a trash machine. Okay, Kagas, I have a Patreon and I have a Ko-fi, but like they take a cut too, and I still have to set up the infrastructure, you know, even if I use them for taking the money, if that was going to unlock features. I mean, I have that set up if people just want to give me money because they want to give me money. I haven't put much time and effort into it, honestly, so I should do that. Windows 10 loves to change my volume sliders. Just loves it. Loves to mess with everything. Everybody takes a cut. It's true. So, I mean, Kagas, it's not a terrible idea, but it's a higher barrier to entry with a smaller potential. Like in terms of my audience, as far as me being able to monetize people, obviously broadcasters are a way smaller audience than viewers. And even if I can only charge the viewers a penny, that the viewers outnumber the broadcasters so vastly that it seems worthwhile. Maybe I'm wrong on that. And the other answer is I'm not opposed to any of these ideas. Like yeah, so Phil, I've thought about that, but then it's a question of like, how do I sell it to them? So I need a way to charge them money, and I need infrastructure to do all of that. And so the question is kind of like, if I set up this system where broadcasters can do this, you know, where they can get the subs only mode, they can do all of it, they get all the features. I build that system, I build all the paywall features into it, and then only 4 people do it, and I get $20 a month. It's not really. At least right now, I don't know that I have a list of features that I think would add enough value to that to enough people. Oh, do they? Are there Twitch extensions that sell on Steam? I didn't know that. That would be interesting. Something like that, Ben. It's probably more like $1. It's more like, wait, is it 100 bits a penny? Is that right? Is a bit a penny, or is 100 bits a penny? I don't know the exchange rate. Phil, if that's true, I didn't know that actually. That would be really interesting, because then I could imagine even on like itch.io or something selling. Well, they don't have a key system, I don't think. Maybe they do actually. Does itch have keys? I think this is their whole thing. So you would buy. I mean, it needs key for sure. It needs key. Hey, make an open key platform, and I'm on it. Okay, everybody, you're all the best. Thank you for being here on Friday and making sure that I did not accomplish anything for an hour. That is impressive. Usually, even with Life is Yours trying his hardest to distract me, I'm able to do something within an hour. But this is truly impressive. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, I have OBS up on my. Okay, interesting. Okay, Phil, I didn't know about that. I'm curious about this. Okay, so you know what that brings to mind for me? This is a weird, here's another weird digression, but Binary just said pick something and slowly destroy it. And you know, I'm obviously chat's target is my productivity. So I've actually seen this quite a bit. So what is the idea? $15? But is it a one-time purchase? I mean, they're cute. So what do you get? How do you actually do that? If you buy it from Steam, what do you get? Or is this like the tool for creating that you buy on stream? Like, is this the little authoring tool or something? Interesting. I'm fairly interested in that. Like the subs only mode could be, subs only mode is really the only idea I have for that. Now, once I have analytics, we start to think about like metering, you know, like you can only have so many clicks or so many connections or whatever. I just don't have any analytics right now, so it's hard to, you can't really meter something that you have no data on. Okay, Phil, I will consider that. I think that's cool. Perfect. All the Heat apps could be DLC. Love it. Okay, so Binary, total like this is tangential to what you just mentioned, but like the pick something and slowly destroy it reminded me of something that now I can't remember what it was. What was it? What was I gonna say? Oh no. It's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry. It triggered something in my brain and that thing is gone. So, okay, the one thing I just was curious about is I can. Actually, that's okay. This is interesting because this in theory means, oh, look at that. Okay, I think this means that I think I can detect if people are using stock Heat demos, which I think most people are with Heat.js, I can detect if you're in OBS. And I can, if you're in OBS, I think I can kill your WebSocket connection. That still doesn't solve the problem of the viewer knowing necessarily if Heat is enabled or not, but it helps me kick people off the server that shouldn't be there. Somehow destruction triggered something in my mind. I don't know what it was. WebSocket destroyed. Yes, destroy the WebSocket. I'm building a weird, oh gosh, I don't know. You know what? Here's a fun statement in life, I think. I wish web browsers could do UDP. I wish there was some facility. I mean, I guess a WebRTC connection, once it's established, is or can be UDP, but I want to just send out packets. I want to just do the crazy, all the weird broadcast stuff that you can only do with UDP. I mean, I have thought about that. So another idea, especially looking at the little dragon thing, is like a studio for building Heat extensions, where you can like customize the thing that gets thrown, and this happens, and this, you know, like a little tool for authoring a Heat extension. I kind of think StreamerBot is already letting people do that to some extent. I don't actually know. I don't know anything about anything. I think Terrier Darts is streaming it right now. You know that I don't do anything the easy way. Okay, this is interesting. This is good to know. This seems like a thing I shouldn't forget to do. This seems like a thing that I should remember to do. So I should probably make a note of it with these issues and then forget about them. Oh, I think I fixed this. Okay, somebody should probably address these, huh? Anybody want to take a couple tickets? I want loot boxes. I want a battle pass. Can we have a heat battle pass? What did I do with the documentation that I just needed? Wait, what? Is it in here? Okay. I just submitted this issue. I'm sure someone will take care of it. Somebody's gonna have a look at that. Okay, so what are we doing? What did we even say we were gonna do? We said we're gonna try to get like a staging version up of the beta, and then maybe I will make a beta version and I will start using the beta version on my channel. That seems like actually a goal that would be a good goal to have in life. I don't know how to do that because I just don't remember anything at all. I have too many branches of heat. I don't remember how anything works. I don't remember where anything is. So we're just gonna have to do the thing where I plagiarize the past version of myself that knew how to do some stuff. Okay, I think for once these keys are actually not secret, so it's okay. So I think this is going to be like Heat API staging for now, because we're eventually going to get rid of dev. So this is going to be confusing, and I'm going to confuse myself, guaranteed. But, this sucks, actually. We don't even want a production environment yet. I'm not even going to put production in here yet, so I don't accidentally push to production. But, I think this is going to be mad. Why is this really going to update? Because I feel like this never works. Did that work? Why doesn't this work? Is it upgrade? I keep getting confused with what Yarn does versus what. Like, why don't. Okay, did that? I guess that did work that time. Why does this still say 2. What? I'm sorry? Did I do something wrong? I don't know the answer. So I hate these names. Can't be renamed. Good. While we're at it, before we push stuff, maybe we like tidy up some naming. Nope. Like care. It's a Q or I don't care. Let's do it. So we'll have heat gateway, we'll have heat node. I don't know. So I don't understand. Does anyone know how to do that? Like yarn, I think just does the thing. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, sorry. My mistake. My mistake. I don't. It feels like it never works for me, and it's hard to look at the documentation because there's 10 years of people asking for it with 10 years of answers. Oops. Okay, I think I like these names better. I don't really like any of them, but so I think when we push this, it's gonna be mad, and it's gonna make us do dumb stuff that I don't want to do. But it's all part of the process. So we need to do a Wrangler publish. Wrangler. This is another confusing thing. Yeah, I have like this old global version. npm remove Wrangler -g. Was it? I don't even want. Yeah, why are you still here? You can't use which, of course not. Was it uninstall? I just confused. Why is Wrangler still installed? Unclear. Anyway, npx Wrangler publish. It's gonna yell at us. Okay, so we gotta go get yelled at. And that's fine. So in our TOML, we've configured durable objects, but no migrations. This may not work as expected until you add migrations. The thing that's dumb, I guess we can try it here because we never actually pushed. I'm not crazy about this strategy. I mean, versioning this kind of makes sense, but the way they've done it is... That was weird. Why is this indent not doing the thing? Okay, so we want to... Let's tidy up the windows so the stream looks a little nicer, huh? Let me clean up around here a little bit. So I'm just going to do the thing it told me to do. And we probably need a compatibility date. There's probably another thing it's going to tell us, but let's just try to fix these things one at a time. Unexpected fields found in migrations. Why is that? Why does it think that's under migrations? I don't know. I'm not good at YAML. I don't understand some of the things, the way it structures things. Life is yours. Did you just moderate the music robot? I think you're violating the terms of service of the music robot. That's pretty funny. Oh no, we're gonna lose our music. I think they charge too much. How much do they charge? If it's more than like $15 a year, it's too much. Oh, somebody bought them. I mean, they only post like once every 3 minutes. So if they're spam, it's just because we need more. We need more talking. This is a problem. So, oh, a custom price. This is insane. $25 a month. When I think the only thing you get was $250 a year. I wish that AI music site. What we need to do is we need to just buy Watcha and just only use AI generated music. What do you think about that? I would kind of be into that. Watcha is crazy, and it's made by insane people, but it is so cool. I think we should get it and learn how to use it, because I feel like it would be life-changing for me. Oh, sorry. Wait, there's a non-pro. Wait, what does the pro version do? Sorry, I thought pro was the only. Which plan is best? Pricing. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. That was just for stream. $60 a year? Still too much. I'll give you $2 a month. Okay, I apologize. I misrepresented. How'd they do that? Look at that blur. Look how bad that looks. It's broken. Is that some weird CSS filter that's not working properly? Maybe it's supposed to kick in behind there, but the. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're gonna use Watcha for everything. Let's see if we can find a good. I just want to see somebody making a song in Watcha. David bought it.
Watcha can be used to playing. What we'll do is a template.
Ben, if you need music in the future for project,
shows you,
and you want an inscrutably complicated
left
interface.
Tap on plate. Second. So on this screen,
we have play. I want to hear it. Okay, here's a Watcha example. Oh, that's super loud. Sorry. Yeah, exactly, Ben. Minimum 700 fingers. They do have more that are. They do have some more melodic examples. That's where it gets cool to me. Even their website is. I don't know how to use. Okay, here's examples. Because they had some that were more. Let me pause this music. It doesn't help that they made the players so small that you can't scrub them. This is like close to some Minecraft music. They had some more examples with like dance music and stuff though. Where did that go? I don't want to. There were some examples that were like dance music, basically, but oh, maybe it was this add-on. These add-on packs. Demo recordings. Ooh. Was that super loud? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's got a Toe Jam and Earl soundtrack. What sucks is I can't control the volume until I already... The internet's bad. Don't you just want to listen to this on loop for 7 hours? Pretty into it. Sorry about the volume. I apologize. Weird 90s game. What's this Prague song? If I call that Prague. Dance? There we go. Sounds like LaRue. Been there, done that, mess around. I'm having fun, don't put me down. Maybe not. It was pretty good, right? You just need some like placeholder video game tracks. I'll take it. I had some other packs. What was this one? Like the drum and bass pack. Some little paradiddles in there. I don't know if that's a paradiddle. I'm not a drummer. But Ben needs actually Ben needs battle music for he's like some dramatic battle music. Maybe this World Beat song. here's your battle music. Get ready. Get ready for Ben's 75-year-old monk. This is the monk's entrance music. You ready? Oh yeah, this is the battle music for sure. Yeah. when your monk is battling at the disco. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's turn on this music that wasn't even generated by AI. Lame. Okay, we were just trying to make this stuff work, right? So we need to create the click cue. That didn't work. API error not entitled. What do I, Okay. Okay, Ben, I know you're busy full time with lots of projects and being a monk, but do you have a project going on? Like, do you have a personal Ben long-term like game project? Like, what are you adding value to over time? I mean, I know you've made a human and you're working on a human. Setting the human aside for a moment. What are you working on? How do you do this? I feel like I did all these things. Also, what is the pricing? That's scary. Maybe I didn't. Wait, what did you say to me? Oh, I guess I didn't enable the beta on. Are you still doing raw OpenGL? Is that what you were doing in your C++ explorations? Or your C explorations? I do think Braylib is pretty cool. I think I've said that to you multiple times, and you're probably tired of me saying it to you, but I think Braylib is pretty cool. Oh, you're doing Vulkan? I actually haven't put my hands on Vulkan directly. But I do like other, what's its face? Kronos Group stuff. Wait, what is that new thing? Why can I never remember anything? What is the new thing that is superseding WebGL? Is it WebGPU? Is that what it's called? Yeah, this thing. What is the status with this? I don't know. I haven't even looked enough at it to even really understand the distinction between WebGPU and WebGL. Binary, I looked into that before, and it seemed to be just like the Three.js people saying like when the time comes, they will. A lot of the underpinnings will just translate directly, I think was the idea. So much of Three.js is a bit render agnostic already, because it really, honestly, from the very start, it was designed to work with either Canvas or WebGL, and then there's been like SVG renderers and other things. Although I think the SVG renderer is a fork. But anyway, I think their take, if I remember seeing the forum post or whatever, was essentially that like Three.js will be its own replacement for WebGPU. I just don't know if any of that work has been done yet. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. Let's see. Any new? Your browser doesn't support WebGPU. Enable unsafe. I should definitely do that because Chrome is. I was just thinking earlier today that Chrome is a little bit too stable, and that I want it to be less stable. I don't want to relaunch Chrome. Okay, I'm not relaunching Chrome. Anyway, it looks like you can enable a flag, and it looks like there already are some Three.js demos. If it allows for compute, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like I can do 1 million queries with queues. Well, actually, that's a concern, right? Because we're getting like 1 million a day already. Uh-oh. Well, maybe not, because we will do our best to, like, we're trying. This is one of the reasons. I mean, I didn't pay attention to the pricing, but one of the things I was thinking is like, it is to our advantage to filter out as many clicks as possible. That's why the cooldown becomes before the in queue, even though it actually would be easier to do it the other way, and technically faster to do it the other way. To just, the fastest thing would be don't validate, just throw it in the hopper, and then it gets validated later. But that ends up being, I mean, it's not going to be crazy, but it's also not as cheap as I would have hoped. This is fine. This will be good for my Cloud Pro stock that is down so much today that it hurts me to look at. Don't look at the stock market today. Oh. Just don't look at it. Set it over here. Okay, so I guess I didn't do this yet. Yeah, I agree. It's a bargain basement prices. Okay, binary. Let's obviously I have way too much disposable income because I think I've made $700 this year. Actually, wait, I didn't cash the check yet. It's right here. I think I've made $750. Oh no, that's not true. Look at this. Okay, I've made, well, that's actually not for work. Yeah, I think maybe I've made $700 this year, but I got a lot of invoices we're waiting on, including Amazon if they ever pay. But, whoa, I'm rich. Thanks for the bits. Okay, there's my income. Finally, I got my 2 bits. Incredible. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. So obviously, I'm gonna, I want this $750 to work for me, and the biggest return investment that obviously I could do is buy some options, betting on Apple's announcement of their AR headset. Right? They haven't done that yet, right? I know it was rumored, but it could happen any minute. Anything about headsets here? I haven't actually been tracking Apple rumors much. That yellow. Oh, that's for the yellow color, I see. HomePod with a display. That looks very silly. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay, but are we not? So this is going to come out and it's going to change the world, right? This whatever $3,000 headset. Obviously, I mean, Unity's going to be the go-to here, right? Like Unity's going to be, people are going to use Unity here. It's a given. What else would they use? Reality Composer? Apple Reality Composer? I don't think so. That is a garbage program. So, knowing that this is going to come out, who do you bank on, right? Like, what are the? You don't buy Apple, obviously, but who is going to be dragged to the top by the success of the Tencent, you think? Wait, did they buy? Who did? Who bought? No, it's TikTok that bought Pico. Does Tencent have hardware? Have they purchased anybody with hardware yet? All these patents. Apple is working or planning VR contact lenses in the 2030s. I mean, it's definitely coming. That's the future. Oh, that would make sense. Tencent's got a share of everybody. I don't know what's going on in the HTC headset world. I haven't heard much after the, whatever it was called, the Flow. I'm a little out of the loop on AR and VR, honestly, because I don't care about it. But that may have to change soon. Okay, what are we doing? Is that all I needed to do? I think there's more I have to do, actually. Can I publish this? I hope I don't break real heat by pushing this. I don't think it's possible for me to break real heat right now, but I'm pretty good at breaking things. Yeah, I mean, it feels like hasn't there been another headset even after that? Did they release something after the Flow? What a weird trash machine. I mean, she loves it. She's having a great time. What is she doing? Wait, pizza party. Wait, okay, hang on. What just happened? Was that showing that she was at home in her flow, being a warrior instead of being at the pizza party? So we... What is this? What is the story they're trying to tell here? Does anyone understand this story? At home, popcorn. I truly don't know what's going on. Is that her on a date, bored later, wishing she was home in her headset? Is that this story we're trying to tell here? This is the weirdest, I guess. What are these people doing? And why is that guy so excited about his... Did they like edit in the wrong footage or something? That is the weirdest. Oh, is she supposed to be... Is that a TV show she's watching? Is it supposed to be that she's watching a show about people who love pizza? But also there's a warrior? Gotta say, a little confused about the story they're telling. I love that case. Look at that for on the go. Oh no. What are we doing? Wait, was that guy at the pizza party? Is that the same guy that was at the pizza party? Does she know the guy in the pizza show? You know. Ben, I don't know what you... This looks great to me. I don't know why. It's got immersion for you, enjoyment for all. Why is... I don't really understand what's going on here. I gotta say. I wish he had shoes on, I guess is my main takeaway. Is this Life is Yours? Life is Yours, is this you? Kind of looks like you. Not as purple as you are. You don't go outdoors? Oh, come on. You live in a beautiful country. You live in a gorgeous place. Norway. Beautiful. Just want to look at beautiful pictures of Norway. Ugh. This is Life is Yours. This is where Life is Yours lives, right here in this little cottage. Doesn't go outside. I mean, I get it, but here's the thing. Life is Yours. I also have crippling anxiety. But if you see here, there's no humans in these trees. If you can just get into the trees, you're all good. It's fine. Look at this place. I'm coming to visit you. But not until you move out of your dungeon. You live in Oslo now? Is that true? I only want to visit you if you live in hell. If I came to visit you, could we go on a bike ride to that bagel place? Let's have the first channel meetup in Norway. I'll do it. Let's do it. Sauna rave? I'm in. Can it be in this building? That cool building. Wait, this is a toilet? That is the most beautiful toilet I've ever seen. So life is yours. I can understand that, but that's one of the nice things about camping is because camping is an activity you do that forces you to do a bunch of other activities in service of it. So like, I'm actually very bad at like pure relaxation kinds of vacations or trips. Like I'm definitely not a lay on the beach person. I have a hard time with it when it's like go to the beach and it's just like, what are we doing here? You know, I like to take photos, I like to have meals on the beach and things like that, but I'm not just like a lay in the sun person. But when you go camping, you got to go camping, you got to put up the tent, you got to gather some kindling, you got to make the fire, you got to prepare the food, you got to tell the ghost story, you know, like there's lots of goals you have to achieve. And that's why I'm taking you camping. Here, right here, the top of this. Can we go to this? Can we go to this murder church? They definitely make human sacrifices here, right? No, we're going camping together. What if I came to visit you in Norway? Somebody burned this down? Oh no. Was it death metal people? Was it Grimbone? Did Grimbone fry from Australia? Listen, we're having the first Scott made this Sudoku meetup in Norway at your house. Then we're all going camping. But I think all of us have social anxiety issues, so I don't know how it's gonna work. Okay, I mean, it is a good church for a death metal person. What kind of person would burn down such a beautiful death metal church? It reminds me of the church in Disco Elysium. What a good game. What a sad story with the studio. That church. Maybe that is the church. ScottCon. Let's do it. Wait, this is your town? Is this where you're from? Wait, sorry, you live in Oslo now, right? No. Oh, okay. Life is yours. It looks like he's like stepped out of a painting. His home. Oh, like, I don't know what to tell you. If this is the saddest place in Norway, I don't even know. I don't know what you would do if you saw Amarillo, Texas. But it's beautiful. Stjordal? Stjordal? I mean, okay, that's a little bit of a bummer. If the whole city is kind of centered on just an airport. I love it. Look at this haunted castle. This has the best places to visit. That beautiful water. That looks photoshopped because... Okay, wait, okay. Here's a question. What is Stjordal known for? I love its little dragon. It has multiple cool haunted churches. Cool. Cool. Well, I don't know if that one's cool. Steinvikholm Castle? Hegra Fortress? Don't go to Detroit. Don't go to Detroit. I've been to Detroit one time. To visit a romantic interest. Bird life. Culture? There's a culture house. You got a radio station. Look at all these notable people. You should be proud of your home. And you should be grateful you're not from Amarillo. Let's go to... This castle is kind of a lame castle, actually. Okay, you got a lame castle. I do. Hope is out there, I think, reading. So we're going to go do fun things out in the world. Where's my co-host? I don't know if she's up to that. She was streaming for a while. Okay, the fortress. Look at this fortress. It's incredible. Okay, what's going on, Discord? I gotta be careful not to open Discord on the main monitor. Almost doxed Paratus. Oh, is that the castle? Is this... Did you take this picture? Is this you? You have a yellow kayak and you never told me? We gotta get some yellow Crocs, first of all. Okay, did we do this? Does it work? I'm a little suspicious because it seemed like that kind of worked without even trying. Great. I think it actually isn't supposed to work. Live? Probably that means I didn't set any secrets. So give me a second. I gotta think about how to do that. So it's annoying because Wrangler will do this like secret bulk JSON thing, but how do you do that for local? For local development? Wait, that was you? That was you in the canoe? That didn't look purple. That's a rare Life is Yours sighting. Got a cool vest on. Did you know this person in the yellow, or they were just stalking you, taking photos? Good, yeah, good tomato target. Very good, nicely done. How do you do this? But I don't want it in dev vers. I explicitly want it in... This seems dumb. I'm going to say this seems dumb. Because... they let you bulk upload secrets as a JSON file. But for local development, you have to have them in a dev vers file? This is confusing too, because this says inv ver, but I don't think it's actually correct. I think it's dev vers. Your brother? How's your brother? Where's your brother live? Why, I mean, why, it would be very convenient if you could have your local secrets as a JSON file. This says dev vars. It's not in the documentation, seemingly. Is that true? We almost saw Kage. Kage, are you here? We almost saw your house the other day. It was apparently just outside the photo. I keep trying to geostalk everybody, but they're just outside of the photo. Doesn't this seem dumb? Doesn't it seem like it would be more convenient to have a single file that was both the file that contained your local development environmental variables and was the way that you could upload all of those environmental variables at once? Doesn't that seem like the thing you would actually want? Yes, that's the answer. The answer is yes, that is the thing you would actually want. That is not the thing that is offered. Huh. What am I missing? Why? Why? So I have to manually... I don't want to. I don't want to. But I guess I have to. So we have to do an npx wrangler secrets put env wrangler secrets put. And then we have to individually post our dev vars file. I feel like you just are missing the point a little bit. Okay. Some of these I should just hard code because I don't care. And client secret. This is going to be awesome because any second I'm going to accidentally show these on stream because that's my hobby. It's my passion, really, is showing private, secure data on stream. Security is a passion for me. It's my passion to destroy it and compromise it for myself. Okay, close that. Do this. Did that. Well, maybe we try to publish again. And the answer is the following thing. That's cool. We have people connected to Heat right now that may or may not be using it. But that's nice. Twitch is rebranding. Does it include putting toilet paper ads under my stream? You know, change is difficult. Wow, that sucks. Is that real? Mario Day. Wait, is this the new branding? Like red on blue? I bet it's got to just be for Mario Day, right? It's got to just be for Mario Day. I think it'll be okay. They're not gonna unpurple you. If they got rid of the purple, I don't think Life is Yours would ever watch Twitch ever again. The only way I even am able to get Life is Yours to watch my stream is by having purple behind me. Wait a minute. Binary, is that true? I thought the oldest of the old logo was rainbow. Is that true? I thought it was rainbow from the very first day. Even when in 1990 what? Are you just trying to scare me? This is what I really remember. Or like of this era of the Goofy Drop Shadow one. Yeah. Okay, so this is. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't actually surprise me. Remember when there were other search engines in the world that you wanted to use? Remember this, like, Babelfish search engine? That was a search. But that was like the first translation service, right? So Alta Vista. Does that still exist? Does Alta Vista still exist? Wait, it says Yahoo. Guess not. Too bad. I don't know. Oh, I see. I think I remember that they bought them, but remember when Alta Vista was how you search the internet? Remember when Ask Jeeves was how you would search the internet? 80 million hits a day. Kind of like it's impressive that they were able to handle that in 1997. I mean, I definitely remember that was one of the big things about like Yahoo very, very early on was like it didn't even crawl, did it? It was like a, how did they do that? I feel like at the very beginning that Yahoo didn't crawl and that Yahoo was just like a catalog almost, or a directory that you had to search. Am I remembering that correctly? A human edited web directory based on a hierarchy. Yeah. Yahoo directory. That's why I remember that in that era. And I remember if you wanted your page on Yahoo, I think you had to wait it like to submit it. There were only 488 art pages. There were 2,609 computer pages though. Everything got worse. I think a lot of things are terrible because of search. I mean, I've said this a billion times, but that's just the fundamental reason Google Docs is so terrible. Is it was designed from the idea that like, who cares about organizing things? You can just search it. It's no problem. That was like a core principle of the design of Google Docs. And they've since added the ability to organize things, but it was foundationally designed to suck. And I feel like it has never recovered from the suckness. And it's still impossible to ever find anything. I have a dream of getting rid of Google entirely. It's hard after some decades. Like, what if I didn't have a Google account? I wouldn't be able to work. Because like so many of my client jobs like are coordinated at least to some degree with Google Docs or Google Drive. But that's fine. I don't want to work anyway. So maybe it's a everybody wins. Okay, so the real question is, does this work though? Like, let's find Postman, which probably has sensitive data in it. This is pretty impressive that after 2 hours, all I've done is just like push this page. We are in rare form today. Okay, wait, was that a secret? Oh no, it wasn't. That was testing the Homebridge stuff. So, don't show that. Somewhere I thought I had the API staging. Valid token expiration date. Oh, because I think new heat is actually better than old heat. Okay, sorry, give me 1 second. My dad is texting. Excuse me. Okay, so sorry, just trying to make sure that I'm not showing credentials that I shouldn't be showing. My mustache is definitely getting too long, where it's like long enough for me to bite it. Is that gross to say? I feel like I want to bite my mushroom. Mushroom? Mustache. And I can't stop thinking about badger, mushroom, snake. So, okay, I'm gonna just say we like ignore that for now, and just somewhere in here we have the. I need to make routes for this since last time we added support for routes, and just like let's just say it's okay for the token to be expired. Is that okay with everybody? I think it's okay. I should make a note to myself. Don't, or like uncomment this for production. That's a good way to handle things, right? Okay, so I'm able to send a click, which is very good news. Do I actually receive that click? So if we go to like here, change this to staging, can we connect? Yes, that's all good. And can we post here and actually receive it here? We can. So you'll notice though, and this is an issue, and it's just an issue with the new architecture that I think is okay. It's not ideal, but because we want to use the queue system and we want to batch process things, you have to fill up a batch. So by design, the queue system either waits until it has a certain number of messages in the queue and then processes it, or it has a timeout for that. And so I currently have it, I think I have the timeout set to 1 second, but that does mean that in addition to all the inherent delays, if nobody else is using heat at a moment, which doesn't seem to be true, it seems like there's kind of always clicks, but if nobody else is using heat at a given moment, then I just had a weird idea. Sorry, I distracted myself. It means there could be up to a 1 second delay added. Probably not a 1 second delay, but somewhere in there, depending on exactly when you send. I think as long as there's consistent usage of heat, that doesn't matter. So you can imagine maybe dynamically scaling that value, but I don't think it's designed to do that. The idea I just gave myself that I think would be really cool is that a good idea? It would be kind of cool to give myself a fire hose stream. That would be cool. Oh, that would be cool. So, oh God, let me think about the implications of this, because I think I just had an idea that I like. I could have like my own fire hose feed of all the clicks happening on heat. And because it's from Cloudflare, I can know stuff. Like I can know where the clicks came from geographically or whatever. So I can have a map visualizing all the clicks that are happening. I actually could know. I don't want to dox anybody. Well, it would be like very fuzzy logic. Well, binary, I already did that for mission control, so I'm definitely going to have my own analytics. But the thing that I think would be cool is to visualize that on my stream when I'm not streaming, like basically let my stream be the heat visualization stream. But the thing that would be amazing, it'd be hard to stage. It would definitely not be trivial to make. But you could imagine a globe, spinning globe. I have the broadcasters placed on a map because I know where they are, the people that are connected, because I know, or at least I know where Cloudflare tells me they are, which is down to city level. And I know where the clicks are. So I could like visualize people all clicking to a single location as different broadcasters use heat. That would be kind of cool as F, I think. Would that be cool as F? Would I get in trouble for that? Like location tracking or whatever? Like, I guess not really. I mean, it's pretty fuzzy. I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I should just do that for mine. I should just make a special version of Heat for me that does give me that geo data. I don't think I should. I just want I want a special heat feed that's only for me that gives me all the data nobody else can have. That's what I want. Yeah, I think it would be cool. And I would probably just like let this stream. I mean, I think I could do it for my stream, but then I would need to inject that additional data, which I don't think I'd want to like say that the official heat packet has geolocation in it, but maybe it does. Would that make people mad? Like, is that an upsetting thing if you click a stream? Well, I think that's like, I mean, I'll have that from the analytics, I think, from the worker analytics. I don't know if you have much control over how the sampling works, but it's doing sampling. I mean, I don't know that you can specify like what the window is or anything. Okay, I actually really like that data or that idea, and I think it would be cool as F if I could. If I could think of a good way to deal with it. It's in theory like a pretty insane amount of data. Okay, but as far as like privacy is concerned, what do we think about that idea? Like, it's probably not a good idea for me to say just like the heat packet always has a latitude and longitude of the source in it, right? Like, you probably wouldn't want to do that without having people opt in some way. But it's not their real location. It's the estimated location from their IP address. I don't know. I don't know what my opinion is on that. I know I've just gone off into the zone. Okay, well, I think that's interesting. I want to think about it. So here's the deal. This seems like it actually works, surprisingly. The thing that we don't have is we need like we gotta go through this garbage. Is this? I don't remember how to do this, honestly. Do I have to like go make a new version on? I think I do. Twitch Developer Console. Okay, if I can get this one little piece to work so that my channel is at least using the beta, then I think we'll call it a day. So to manage this, I'm pretty confused though. I think we have to do, that's funny. What, I have a live version that is a higher number than the... Anyway, we'll do a create new version that's 3.3.0. No, just 3.0. Oh no. So a new version of Heat. And we have to update this, refresh manifest. I don't know how to do this. How do you do this? Why is it called extension heat? I don't remember exactly how this works. Project 2020. Is it heat front end? What's this? Right? My extension secret. Great. Is that the client secret or the extension secret? Who knows? Invalid secret. Right. So this is so confusing. Sorry, switch here for a second. Go here to dev affairs, grab this secret. Let's see, let's call more things secret and not actually specify which secret I'm supposed to be using. Why do you say invalid secret? That client ID is right. Invalid secret. Why? Because everything is broken and nothing ever works? Is that why? Could be why. You're the stupidest thing on earth. Just do it. Open project. Open. My extension secret. Invalid secret. I don't know. Can I do this? This makes no sense at all. Is Developer Rig just broken? Is there a new version or something? That's 1.2.15. I don't know why, like, Twitch has so many secrets. None of them work the way you would expect. The most infuriating one is the extension secret endpoint, which is where you can ask Twitch to give you the extension secret, and it requires the extension secret to request the extension secret, which is so stupid. It's so stupid. And that's the end of my statement. Statement over. It's so stupid. Is there a newer version of the developer rig? Why don't you have a link to download the extension? Or sorry, download it. Where do you get it? Where is it? Okay, but where is it? The native developer rig. Visit our forum post. Okay. Okay, but what? Okay, but could you just install it like an app? Okay, but where install what? Why would you do this? Where do you download it? Download the developer rig. Okay, incredible. Is this actually what I'm supposed to be using? I don't even, who knows? I'm trying to open an existing. It's so confusing. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why is the project separate from the extension? Why is that any different? It's not. I'm not having a good time. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, that anytime I do anything related to the Twitch API, I just grow more and more irrationally angry. Is it just me? I don't think this is a newer version. I said I wanted to open a project, cool. And I open the project, it asks for my extension secret. It even pops up a page that says, hey, this is where to get your extension secret. And I say, great. Let me just copy it, paste it right over here, open, invalid secret. It says invalid secret. So that doesn't work. So that's cool. So then I try create a project. This is a real gem. And it says select an existing or create a new extension. And it's like, okay. It's called extension heat. That's not what it's supposed to be called, but whatever. I don't know what project name means at all, or like what that means relative to the name of the extension. No clue. I don't care. I don't care. So, and then I'll say the version I want to make. And then I say next, and it says this name is taken. What is this supposed to be? Like, what do you, Twitch, what do you think this is supposed to be? What does a project even mean? What does it mean? Project names must be globally unique. What are you talking about? I don't understand the separate, like, what is the difference between a project and just my extension? Nobody knows. I clicked a different installation link from a different place. Is it going to be a different version? No, it's the same version. Hey, why can't I open the existing project that I've been using for whatever, 4 years or whatever it is at this point? You're so stupid. It's bad software. I hate it so much. Oh, fun. How fun. How fun. How fun. You think they might have mentioned that? You think they might have just said, like, hey, hey, pal. You know what's especially cool about this is the current documentation where I just was just told me to, like, here. This is the developer console. This is the Twitch developer console. This is the development console for Heat. And on this page, it says right here, like, hey, you want to get started? Grab the developer rig. Also, another place I just was right before I was here on that GitHub extension, whatever that was, GitHub extension. That Twitch extension getting started repo I was just in also said, you're going to need the developer rig. So be sure to grab the developer rig. Awesome. Awesome. It's not just me, right? It's not just me. Twitch it's terrible. Their developer experience is terrible. It's not just me. It can't just be me. Also, this post is from January 24th saying that it would stop working. Okay, well, they gave a week, I guess. What are you supposed to do? why do all of these companies hate the developers that make things for their platform? Like being antagonized for trying to add value to their platform. So the issue here so you can only test these things. I mean, maybe, but they can't get rid of extensions, right? I feel like extensions are a huge revenue stream for them. Maybe they're not. I mean, like, maybe they're just not. Oh my God. But Ben, they said they did, but then they didn't actually, right? Because I thought I was going to have to shut this down because they said they were just making the API where you had to pay for it. And this still works the same way it has for 10 years. I mean, everything they're doing is a disaster at Twitter now, but I seem to still be getting API data. Maybe the endpoint I'm hitting is so old because I made this in 2011 that no one even remembers. Like the URL I'm hitting. Maybe it's like 5 versions of the Twitch API old. And the person who remembers it got fired. Okay, what are you supposed to do now? So these people have built I don't have a great deal of confidence in this, I have to say. So the issue is the main thing that offered to you is when you run an extension, you're like in an extremely sandboxed iframe. And you have this like, this global object is made available to you. And then it's how you it's how you do all the stuff you need to do. It's how you do like getting the web token, all the stuff that you need to do to make your extension work is facilitated by this, if I remember correctly, this tool that is like injected. Yeah, this window.twitch that exists only in there. Like that doesn't exist anywhere else. So is that what these people have built? Is like something that is, excuse me, that like wraps that and does like they're attempting to just recreate. I hate you, Twitch. Justin would never do this. Like, this is, I gotta say, you know, earlier in the stream we were talking about, well, maybe I should just build the bit thing, like build a new, like a companion extension that does all the bit transactions. All that transaction stuff was like excruciatingly terrible, even with tools to do it. Man, Kyle, I don't want to. Here's the thing. I don't want to be annoyed and bitter and angry and disgusted all the time. And I don't, you know, when I finish a stream where I'm just cranky the whole time, I feel bad about it. I'm like, man, I can't believe people just came around, were generous with their time and attention, and my response was bitterness and irritation. I really don't want to. I don't want to complain all the time. I really don't. But what a bad. Sorry, it's not a bad developer experience because it was already bad. So this is definitely worse than bad. It was bad. Bad was the baseline. And somehow they found a way that was like, this isn't quite bad enough. How can we make it worse? Like, I want it to be just a little bit worse, you know? Yeah, good. This is the whole thing. This is 100% of what heat is. I gotta like look at some kittens or something. I go like Reddit eye bleach. Was that nice? Wait, is that not what it is? Oh, it's /r eye bleach. How foolish of me. Okay, we just gotta like look at a bunny eating some strawberries. How's that? Look at that puppy. You got a puppy there. Oh yeah, a little piggy friend. Okay, what? Sorry, what is it? Reddit grid? Kyle, is this for pornography? Is this actually a porn? Okay, I could see the. Okay, but I want eye bleach. Okay, thanks for the link. Wait, is that too? You got to be careful because there is a subreddit called iBlech that I think is the opposite of eye bleach. I might be mistaken on that. Oh, look at the the kitties. Look at the little puppies. Look at this little guy. Okay. Okay. Just. Let it all out. Just let the. Okay, I appreciate that. I need to like integrate this into the stream where it's just, you know, I made a thing a long time ago. I wonder if it still works. Called Thumbler. Does this thing still work? So is there like a cute animal Tumblr? Yeah, I made this a long time ago. Tumblr. Cute animals on Tumblr. So I think the way this works, a long time, but I think you can go like this. Seems like that didn't actually work. It worked. Okay. I can't believe this still works, that the Tumblr API hasn't changed in, I don't know, whenever I made this. It was some time ago. Look at these cuties. Oh, you got some horsies there. The little bunny making the bed. Look at that dog again. Okay, I didn't say it worked very well. We're getting repeats. We got dupes. Okay. I'm calming down. Trying to not get irrationally angry. Trying to not get irrationally angry. How can I make this work? Do I have to build my own view simulation? Like how can I do this? Ben, why is it all so bad? Why would you kill your developer tools, what I would consider a pretty essential developer tool, with no replacement other than like, I guess just test it live on stream. Oh, by the way, you have to actually be streaming to test extensions. Oh, by the way, the only way we allow you to publish extensions is by zipping it and uploading a zip file, which is a great, that's a very good part of a CI/CD workflow, right? Is obviously you want to have to manually zip something and upload it. Maybe that's changed. Okay, I will say, if they have changed this such that you can like pull from a GitHub repo automatically, maybe I won't be as angry. No, you have to upload it as a zip file. It's a zip file. Oh, wait. Did I? Wait. Life Issues, did I say my catchphrase? Which thing? Did I say it's so bad? Is that my official catchphrase? What do we have here? Probably rendered senseless. We just change this. Oh, why is it so bad? Okay, of course. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should know my own catchphrase. Why is it so bad? Just take care of this. Can we like fit this or? Why is it so bad? Why? Ben! Why? Why? I was ready to admit that I was wrong and forgive them. Not really, but I was ready to give them some grace if there was a way for me to deploy content to them that felt like it was designed in the last 20 years and not upload a zip file. I guess at least it wasn't like, yeah, just FTP your assets up. What an absolute trash machine. It's a trash machine. And how can I even test locally? I guess one thing to explore is how much I'm even using that Twitch garbage. Because it may be that I'm not. No, of course I am. Of course I am. Because you have to get this authorization callback to get the token and to get the channel ID. That's how you know. So at a minimum, to be able to test this locally, I would have to like rewrite some part of their tool chain. I honestly don't understand what they expect you to do. I mean, I guess let's look at the documentation and see, like, look at all these cuties. Twitch. Dude, is Twitch gonna get rid of extensions? Extensions are pretty popular, right? Am I wrong? Like, don't most big streamers use some kind of extensions? Or do they not? Do they use all like external third-party tools and not any kind of extension? Kyle. Yeah, and I love you for it. Okay, so is do extensions just suck? Should like not be making extensions? We're a little late. We've kind of sunk a lot of time into this. Look how easy it is to make an extension. So easy. Develop your extension. I see. Okay, but so you have to be streaming to do this? Oh, congratulate yourself. Terrific. I don't understand. I don't even know what this means. I have to tell you. What are you talking about? Like, for local test? It says local test, but what does that actually mean? Not doing that. Back to the local test. The download version show up. Status. What? This base URI localhost.rig.twitch.test.tv. So it still appears like there's a bunch of rig related stuff. Oh, that is true. I forgot about that. The sound alert. I just want the golf clap. That's all I really want. For when I make a like really mediocre deduction while streaming Sudoku. Okay, can someone help me understand what this means? What does this mean, though? Like, okay, just, hey, let's just, the problem is I think it's going to be an HTTPS request, right? Is that the issue? So how do you do that? Man. Who knows how to do that? Oh boy. So I'm a little confused about this though. Like how I mean, would this, is this, the thing that's confusing is like that it's telling me this, obviously, but looking here, it seems like there should be thing that like forwards to localhost or something, or I'm pretty confused. Like it says I'm in a local test. This says Heat 3.0, but like, how? All right, I've installed Heat 3.0. Welcome to Heat 3.0. Wait, did you find a good golf clap? Oh wait, oh yeah, wait, is the video monster running? Oh gosh, thanks, Kyle. Kyle, sometimes I forget that you have full control over my stream. Sometimes that slips my mind. Could I have one more of those, please? I just need to feel a little better. If you could just need a hit of that golf clap. Oh God, thank you. Thanks. You're too kind. I think I've broken Heat. Hopefully just on my channel. So, but how's this supposed to work? Looks broken, everybody. Look at all the extensions I installed when I was trying to see how extension panels work. Okay. I accept. Seems broken. So what I think is happening, which is insane, but it's what I think is happening. Where is the extension? Like, where do we think we are? Hard to say, huh? Not there. Where do you think we are? Is it in here? Look at all these. Look at this. This is a work of beauty. Thank you. Arrow keys for faster navigation. I wish I could search, though. Can I just search this? Really clear, like... So what I think is happening is maybe it actually does, which is crazy, if this is true. This would be a very... So there's the video. Maybe. Let's delete that. How do you like that? So what I was trying to see... I accept. Yeah, so what just happened? Love this. Oh yeah, maybe I can. Good idea. You're right, I can. I want, I don't know what you call it. Overlay? The problem is that I don't think it's actually loading. You know, if I'm understanding what they're saying, which I'm probably not, is that, like, there's an iframe whose source is not correct. Extension view iframe. but I think it's broken. Another iframe. Oh, I see. Okay, check this out. How do you configure this? Okay, but I feel like what a weird thing. So was this URL like left over from some other thing that the developer rig did, or? Okay, here it is. So what if we just got rid of this? What would happen? Okay, I think I understand what's going on. What if it's not HTTPS? Will it let me get away with this? Probably not. I'm thinking no. Wait, did it work? Look at this. Okay, first of all, I love the way this looks. You've got no overlay. You're probably on the beta list, Life is Yours, from years ago. So I think you may have to like click the overlay and then and allow for the beta. Wait, are we running a 10-hour YouTube video back here of the ocean still? Okay, no, it ended. That's okay. Are you able to approve it and get back in? That extra sucks though. For testing. You're hitting accept and nothing happens. I mean, oh. You know why? This is what a weird. Okay, because they're insane people, and the way that you have to test it is it's looking at localhost right now. I think it's looking at localhost. So if I like refresh here and go over here, I think we'll get a hit from. Oh, sorry, I have to do this first. Accept. Well, why does it seem like it's not working now? Is that not true? If I stop this, oopsie, and try to refresh. Accept. Where is heat coming from now? Is it an insane caching thing or something? I think I have caching off when in developer mode. Okay, it's not working. Let's start this. Let's refresh this. Let's click accept. This is impressively stupid. This is like really, this is like expert level stupid. I need to make an update. Excuse me for a moment. I need to make an update to this. Let's see. Can we see, the problem is I want to be able to, there's no tiling here. It's too bad. I thought you could do that as part of the, as part of the 3D transform. Okay, very good. No tiling. I thought we figured out how to do that once, and I can't remember for what reason. The pad? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I just wanted hundreds of these on the screen because it's a real piece of work. Anyway, Okay, so this is crazy, but this I believe is how they want you to test. If I'm not mistaken, they want you to make it so that this is in beta, but it's connecting to localhost. Meaning anybody else who tries to visit the stream, of course, it's not going to work. Of course not. So what we could do... That sucks! It sucks so much! It sucks so much! It's so stupid! It's so stupid! Okay, sorry. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna cry. By the way. So then if we really want to go all the way on this, we have to change this to Heat API staging. I feel like they did this to me on purpose. This is a this is deliberate. Sure. Life is yours. Do you subscribe to just see me get exasperated by the Twitch API? What did I do wrong? Heat API staging. Oh yeah, that's not right at all. It's this. I just want to make things that are fun and cool that people like, and then, you know, theoretically make money from them someday. I mean, what do I do? Just never work on Heat again? I guess. I'm glad they ask me every time. Oh, you're so stupid. Okay, so we have to do the thing that everything we respond with. Okay, well, I'm glad my suffering, I'm glad you find it validating. But I can understand that. I can actually come to understand that. We have to do the thing where I think I'm not responding with the shared headers, I think. I don't even think I'm handling the dumb options call. Am I? No, so I think we have to do a thing. Okay, to get this to work in original Heat, if I remember correctly, the thing we had to do was the following thing. And it was like, we have to watch for this options call. And all we do is just, if you ask for it, we give it, we just respond and say, yeah, whatever you want. Like, basically like you're Twitch is being annoying and you're just like, whatever Twitch, anything you say. Oh, yeah, whatever. It's all good. Sure. And then they leave you alone. So we need this. So we have to have that. And then we may actually have to have, we actually have to do that even on the clicks. But I don't remember. Okay, I did need to stop soon. Eat a snack, drink some coffee. I did at least eat some food today for once. It's very unlike me. Okay. That's good news. A 429 error is good. Because I think that means I'm clicking too fast, right? Which the front end should not actually allow. So that doesn't make any sense. But let's ignore that for a second. Could be that the default cooldown is different. So if we do that, oh God, that sucks. You know what I could do? Could do like fully remote development and point it to the remote server. I'm kind of feeling lately like I need to get a little VPS again. Just like a cheap droplet. Because it is sometimes convenient to be able to develop on the internet. So the real question is, can I come here, clear all these, connect to the new staging API server or endpoint, and then come over here and click? Does it work? I think it worked. I may be only allowing 1 click per second right now. Okay, that works, which is I'm not going to call it good news, but I will say it's news. So how are we going to test this in a reasonable way? What a trash machine. What a garbage fire. What a trash heap. Oh well. It works. It's annoying to test, and here's the most amazing part about this that makes it extra brilliant, like chef's kiss brilliant, is with this strategy for beta testing like this, it's pointing to me, and only I can use it. And so if I wanted to test with you all, I would have to zip it and upload it, which I guess I would have had to do that before anyway. Ugh. But at least I could, oh man, it's just a bummer. At least I could test without having to be streaming in the past, but no longer. What is scorecard research? Why are they tracking me? Okay, well, the good news is, insofar as I have any good news for you today, the good news is that heat's broken. I should probably fix that. You should probably use real heat, non-broken heat. Did that? Can we use real heat like a real person now? Okay. Think we're okay. So, and then the second piece to the puzzle here was pushing that so that we have our status page functional. Kind of, sort of. Because if we go to heat, and we go to status page, and we point this towards the URL that I already forgot, but I think was heat-api dot what was it? Really forgot. Okay, but what is it? That's the workers one. Here. Okay, if we push here instead. And then went to localhost status. Cool. Localhost 8080 status or 8787? 8080. Okay. Let's pick somebody to raid, and then I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do apologize for the crankiness. It's just, why would they make their bad developer experience even worse? Because they don't care. Okay, what's jumping out to us here? What do you think dork knife means? I have to say, I'm intrigued. Fill your blow-up dolls with helium. Okay. Nobody making anything? Who's making stuff? I'm sure they're probably Mario streams. I noticed them yesterday. Wario swag. I mean, I kind of wanted, like, I don't know. We'll see what's available. My temptation is to sort of like pick people that aren't just playing games. I mean, obviously that's what most people are doing on Twitch, but like people that are making things or making art. I wonder if I can see their, as part of this query, know their let's look. I don't know what else is in this payload, I guess is my statement here. Game name. So we have game name. Game name. Game name. It's not a game. It's not a game. How dare they? Wait, get ChatGPT to display what? I'm not going to be bullied into using ChatGPT. So, okay, we visited the Dwarven Walkway guy. Words on stream. What does that mean? Animals, aquariums, and zoos. We visited this person, but they weren't actually using he at the time. What do you want to sort by? Oh, sort by game name? That's too hard. That's not that hard, but... Oh, someone is... Chat RPG. Come on, just chatting. Get some art. Music. A GeoGuessr. I'm the only person in software and game development. That's too hard. I don't have time for that. Hey, Owen, how's it going, buddy? I'm going to be stopping shortly. I'm so angry. I'm so outraged and angry. Bye. Okay. Let's visit this GeoGuessr. They're using heat. Literal copy paste. I mean, I got to copy it and then paste it. My list isn't called list. I mean, it's game underscore name. I'd have to edit it. It's not copy paste. I can't do it. Okay, we're gonna raid Lumchus. I like the idea of geoguessing. I've never watched it. I've watched some videos. I've never watched a streamer do it before though. I clicked the wrong button. I did the thing where I click the button and it's not the button. Okay, let's just take a minute to get centered. I'm going to thank everybody for hanging out today. I want to thank Kyle. I want to thank Life is Yours, who I've missed so much. Owen, you just showed up, and I'm sorry to stop streaming. I do want to try to stream some Sudoku, maybe not later today, but this weekend. Kages, I'm glad you were out of the hospital. Ben, thanks for stopping by. We got to fix the leaderboards, because I can never... My goldfish memory can't remember anything. We saw Binary today. Who else did we see today? I feel like I'm missing somebody, and I want to feel bad when I realize it later. Rendered Senseless. How could I forget? How could I forget such a thing? Wait, why do you hate GeoGuessers? I think it's a pretty amazing skill. You anti-geoguessing? Okay, we're gonna raid Lumptious. Life is Yours, you're the one that's forcing me to raid all the time. I think it's good. It's good to raid. Okay. All right, everybody. I will see you later. Thanks so much. I truly do appreciate it. I'm grateful for you spending some of your time with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye.